So you see, this union timeline, it's already created, it's already done, it's finished. As Neville Goddard said, creation is finished, but he also said there's no one to change but self. So in order to get to the union timeline, you don't have to wait for your person to come and to realize that they want you. You change your assumptions about them and you shift to the timeline where they already have realized that, where they know that you are the one for them, where they know that you are the biggest love they ever had, where you are their absolute dream come true, and they just want to adore you and pamper you and treat you like the king or queen you are, okay? It already exists. So you don't have to wait for another life to come. You don't have to wait for them to be ready. You determine when they are ready. If you see them as not ready, unfortunately, from all of the timelines, you get the one where they're not ready, because the universe will always prove you right, or they will always fulfill your assumptions. So you cannot shift if you don't shift within. It has to be within first, and then it can get mirrored back to you. And it's always important for me to tell, if you have a heart's desire, you can only have that desire because that timeline has been created. Okay? I once got this weird metaphor. It's, let's say, I like Harry Potter, but let's say you're in Lord of the Rings, okay? And Frodo has to bring this ring to some place. I've read it a while ago, but he has to bring the ring somewhere, right? You would not expect Frodo to get a broom and then fly there. Why? Because that does not exist in this world. In Harry Potter, they have brooms that fly, but not in Lord of the Rings. So that desire of getting a broom and flying there, it's not there. Okay, maybe it's a weird example, but let's take another example. There's Romeo and Juliet, and Romeo, he wants Julia, or Juliet, in German is Julia. Romeo does not suddenly decide that instead of Juliet, he wants Guinevere, who is with King Arthur, I believe it was, right? Because that is not part of the story. That is nothing that has been created. He is living in his world, and there's the people he knows, and then there is the person he loves. It's Juliet. But he can only love and want Juliet because she is in his world, because she does exist. So every desire you have means it has been created by this universe. You wouldn't be able to imagine something. I believe that, like, our fantasies, our daydreams are kind of like memories we have from a different timeline, because as I explained in this video, you have your soul that is making all of the experiences. It's just your conscious mind is in one experience at the time, and you get to shift, but still your conscious mind cannot perceive several timelines at the same time. Only one, because your brain wouldn't be able to deal with more than just one, but your soul does. So when you have a desire, it is basically your soul remembering, oh, there is this timeline where I experienced that and it feels good. So that means it is open for you to, get there, because it already exists. It's already done. Creation is finished.